Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on graph theory, lecture number 12, in which we will discuss about Euler graphs. Now we define Euler path. An Euler path in a graph is a path whose edge list contains each edge exactly once. Next we define Eulerian trail. A trail in a graph is called Eulerian trail if it includes each of the edges of the graph exactly once. Means we include all edges in the trail and each edge is used exactly once, not repeated. Next we define Eulerian circuit or Euler line. A closed Eulerian trail. This is Eulerian trail. Now we take a closed Eulerian trail. Means starting vertex and end vertex be the same. A closed Eulerian trail that includes all edges of the graph and uses each edge exactly once is called Eulerian circuit or Euler line. This is a graph. This is a graph. Here we make an Euler circuit. As we start from V1, then E1, then we reach V3 vertex, then E2 edge, we reach V5 vertex, then through edge E3 we reach V4, then we go through edge E4 and reach V3 vertex, then through E5 edge we reach V2 vertex, and through E6 edge we reach V1 vertex. Here we see that each edge are distinct, but vertex V3 is repeated here. Vertex may be repeated, and here we get all edges of the graphs. So this is an Euler circuit or Euler line. Next we define Euler graph. A graph containing an Eulerian circuit is called an Euler graph. Now we prove a theorem. Theorem is a connected graph G is an Euler graph if and only if degree of every vertex in G is even. Now we prove this. Let us consider GVE be a graph, and that is Euler graph. Therefore, it contains an Euler line starting from a vertex, let V1 in G. Let this Euler line traversing all edges of G be V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E3, dot 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 comma en minus 1 vn comma vn plus 1 and return back to v1. Vn plus 1 is equal to v1. This is Euler line. In Euler line, we know that vertex may be repeated, but edge may not be repeated. It includes all edges of the graph. So, it is clear that the pair of successive edges EI and EI plus 1, I lies between 1 to n minus 1, contribute degree 2. Here we see that here V2 is connected with edge E1. So E1 gives rise 1 degree to V2. Also V2 is connected with E2. E2 also gives rise 1 degree to V2. Similarly, for all vertices. It may be possible that vertex may be repeated. Here in this graph, this is Euler line. Here we see that V3, here V3, also here we see that V3. Here V3 is connected with the edge E1 and E2. So E1 and E2 gives rise 2 degree of V3. Here also V3 is connected with edge E4 and E5. So edges E4 and E5 give rise degree 2 to the vertex V3. So if the vertex is repeated, then degree 2 plus degree 2, in this way the degree will be raised. Here we have already described that if it repeats, means vertex repeats, here Vi plus 1 vertex gets degree 2 from the vertex EI and EI plus 1, because EI and EI plus 1 edges are connected with the vertex Vi plus 1. So if it repeats, means Vi plus 1 vertex repeats, then in this time the edges incident to Vi plus 1 are different from EI and EI plus 1, because edges are not repeated. Here we see that E1 and E2 edges are incident to V3. Again V3 appears. In this case, we get new edges E4 and E5 are incident to V3. So new edge means new two edges will give rise degree 2 to the vertex Vi plus 1. So any vertex of Euler line possesses degree 2 or degree multiple of 2, means 2, again 2, again 2, that is an even number. Again V1 vertex, starting vertex, gets a contribution of degree 2 from the initial and final edges E1 and En, because with V1 this is a closed graph. So V1 is connected to the edges E1 and En. So each vertex will get degree 2 or multiple of 2. That is an even number. So in Euler graph, degree of every vertex is even. Conversely, let all vertices of the graph are of even degree. Let V be any vertex in G. We now construct a arc starting at V and going through the edges of G such that no edge is traced more than once. Since every vertex is of even degree, we can exit from every vertex through edges which was not used to enter that vertex. Here, let V be the vertex. We enter V. As V be the vertex of even degree, since we have already assumed that all vertices of the graph are of even degree. So let degree of V be 4, that is even degree. And these are the edges U1. If we enter V through the edge E1, then we may leave or exit V through the another edge E2. Again, if we go through these edges and enter V through E3 edge, as it is even degree, so we may leave V through E4 edge. Therefore, since every vertex is of even degree, we can exit from every vertex through the edges which was not used to enter that vertex. It is for virtue of even degree of a vertex. If this is a closed arc H, trace all the edges of G, then G is an Euler graph. If this closed arc does not contain all the edges of G, then we remove all edges of H from G and obtain a subgraph H dash equal to G minus H of G formed by remaining edges of G. Now we get a subgraph H dash. H dash is formed by removing all edges of H and we get H dash. Since both G and H have all their vertices of even degree, therefore degree of the vertices of H dash are also even. Since G is connected, therefore H dash must touch H at least at one vertex A. Now we starting from A, we again construct a new arc in the graph H dash. Since all vertices of H dash are of even degree, this arc in H dash must terminate at A, vertex A. Again we come back to the vertex A, similar to H. Now this walk in H dash can be combined with H to form a new walk which starts and ends at vertex V. In H dash we come back to the vertex A and A be the common vertex between H and H dash, and again we start walking in H and we come back to the vertex V from where we have earlier started our walking. This argument can be repeated until we obtain an Euler line which traverses all edges of G. Hence, G is an Euler graph. Now we prove a theorem. Theorem is a connected graph G is an Euler graph if and only if G is the union of some edge disjoint circuits. We know that degree of each vertex in a circuit is 2. Let G is the union of some edge disjoint circuits. Therefore, degree of every vertex of G will be even, since one vertex has degree 2 and we take union, then 2 plus 2 plus 2 or 2 multiply something, that is an even number. So every vertex of G will be even, hence G is an Euler graph. As we know that in Euler graph every vertex is of even degree. Conversely, let G be an Euler graph. Then degree of every vertex of G is even. Let V be any vertex of G. Then degree of V may be equal to 2, that is even number, or greater than 2 but even. Thus, there are at least 2 edges incident to V. To make degree 2 of a vertex, that vertex must be connected with at least 2 edges. If the degree is 4, then that vertex will be connected with 4 edges. So at least 2 edges incident to V. Let V1 be any vertex adjacent to V. Since degree of V1 is also even, therefore there is a vertex V2 which is adjacent to V1 and is different from V. For example, this is V, this is edge E1, this is edge E2, this is V1, this is edge E3. Degree of V1 is even. Let degree is 2. Degree of V1 is 2. And V1 and V are connected by the edge E3. Then since degree of V1 is 2, then we get another edge E4 incident to V1 and we get V2, another vertex which is adjacent to V1, different from V. Continuing the process, we finally arrive at the vertex V. We may come back to V as each vertex is of even degree. So if we enter to a vertex through an edge, we leave that vertex through another edge, and we may come back to the vertex V. Then the part of the walk which begins and ends at V is a circuit C. We remove C from G and consider a graph G1, G minus C. Since every vertex in C circuit is of degree 2, it follows that every vertex in G1 must have even degree. Because if we subtract degree 2 is the degree of each vertex of the circuit C, and each vertex of G is of even degree. So if we subtract 2 from the even, then it remains even. So degree of each vertex of G1 will be also even. From G1 we remove another circuit exactly the same way as we remove circuit C from G. Let us continue the process until no edge is left. Thus we get different circuits C1, C2, C, so on, and G will be the union of circuit C1, C2, so on, such that no two of which have the common edges. Proved. Now we define bridge of a graph. An edge E in a connected graph is said to be a bridge if removal of E from G leaves the graph disconnected. Here is a graph. Here we see that this is a connected graph, means we may go from any vertex to any other vertex through edges. Here E5 is said to be bridge because if we remove E5, then the graph will be disconnected. This part is one component and this part will be another component. So E5 is the bridge of the graph. Now we have some questions. Which of the following graphs are Eulerian? Number 1, the complete graph K5. Number 2, the complete bipartite graph K23. Number 3, the graph of octahedron. Number 4, the Peterson graph. Number 1, the complete graph K5. We know that degree of each vertex of complete graph K5 is 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Degree of each vertex. 4 is an even number and K5 is a connected graph. Therefore, K5 is an Euler graph. Number 2, the graph K23, complete bipartite graph, is here V1, V2, one set of vertices, and V3, V4, V5 are another set of vertices. Here we see that degree of V1 and V2 be 3. So each vertex is not even. Therefore, it is not an Euler graph. Number 3, the graph of octahedron. We know that degree of each vertex of octahedron is 4. That is even. So it is an Euler graph. Next is the Peterson graph. The degree of each vertex of Peterson graph is 3. That is odd number. Therefore, it is not an Euler graph. Now, question is that for what value of n the graph Kn is Eulerian? Since Kn is a complete graph having n vertices and degree of each vertex is n minus 1. So, if it will be an Eulerian graph if n minus 1 equal to an even number, implies that n equal to 1 plus an even number equal to an odd number. So, Kn will be Eulerian if n is an odd number. Next question is, which complete bipartite graph Kmn is Eulerian? Kmn will be Eulerian if m and n are even numbers.
Since complete bipartite graph contains two sets of vertices such that each vertex of first set is connected with each vertex of other set. Let the first set has m vertices and second set has n vertices. Therefore, any vertex of first set will be connected to n vertices of the second set by n edges. So, degree of each vertex of first set will be n. Similarly, degree of each vertex of second set will be m. Therefore, degree of vertices will be even if m and n are even number. Therefore, this complete bipartite graph will be Euler graph if m and n are even numbers, as in Euler graphs each edge is of even degree.
Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.